Currently offline. Greetings, 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 greetings. What's going on? What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? This is your brother Chief Kalanago Flying Eagle. And let me just make sure I got some audio here on Facebook. Give me 1 second. We should have some audio. Hold on. Boom. Chief Kalanago Flying Yep, Eagle. We got that. We got audio. And let me just make sure I got some. All right, cool. So hope everybody's doing well. Everybody's doing good. Man, it's hot. It's humid, but I'll take that over the cold weather, right? So, with that being said, I'm gonna be on here for like about half an hour, 40 minutes, 45 minutes for the most. Of course, the information I'm gonna share in this video is only for educational purposes, and I'm not a lawyer. I'm not an attorney. I do not practice law. However, I do know a little something, so I'm gonna share a little bit of something. I'm certainly sure if you go down my timeline, be it Facebook or YouTube, you'll see I'm always talking about a variety of things, but I always talk about, why we shouldn't call ourselves black, etc. Right? So this information may seem a little bit redundant, and it's fine because repetition is important. You know why? Because it unlocks the threshold that kind of instituted what we call brainwashing, right? Because that's how people were brainwashed, by the constant repetition of a certain information. You feel me? So sac passe, mes amis. So with that being said, right, I'm going to talk about the curse again of calling yourself black. And as you could see in the title of the video, do all black people look alike, or all black people are the same? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna ask you guys that question, and I would like you to put your response in the comment section. Do all black people look alike, or are all black people the same? I would like you guys to answer that question for me, please. I'm gonna ask this again. Do all black people look alike? Right? Do all black people look alike, or do all black people are the same? Nick Arawak say we have. Let me highlight your answer right here and show what you said. Right? You said that we all have different phenotypes. We don't all look alike. Okay, let me see who else got anything to say. All right. Who else? Who else? The question is, do all black people look alike, or are all black people the same? That is the question. All right, we have one answer so far. Okay. And I'm going to show that. All right, we have different phenotypes. We don't all look alike. Okay, so that's from Neg Arawak. Okay. So, anybody else? All right. Well, guess what? All black people look alike, and all black people are the same in the eyes of the law. It was a trick question. You feel me? But I want you to know that. That's why when you see all these videos, like you'll start seeing a lot of videos of these people that identify themselves as black. You'll see police terrorizing them, arresting them, putting their knees on their necks, whatever the case may be, literally violating them, right? You'll see the police doing that. And the first thing they'll say is, oh, well, what do you think? All black people look alike, or are you doing this because he's black? Once again, the police, they're not doing this to you because of the color of your skin. You see, people don't seem to get this. And I have to keep reiterating this information because it's imperative that you get this. You feel me? It's imperative that you get it. I know it's hard and it's difficult for a lot of you to let go the idea of calling yourself black just because you think you are black, right? Or you were taught that. But what you don't realize is our ancestors detested that. Okay? Even the so-called nobles that came here from Europe, the so-called black people. They didn't even like calling themselves black. They detested that. You feel me? They detested that. Back in the days, if you call any one of our people black, those were fighting words. Why are we defending it right now? It is because it was institutionalized, okay, for a reason, only for commercial purposes. All right. So, what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to go through a few not necessarily articles, but I'm going to share a few things with you covering, when people call themselves black, which I've done before, but again, I'm going to reiterate the information. We're going to talk about color of law and all those things and why you're being dealt with by law, by the law or the police or what you call authority, so to speak, the lawful authority. We are going to discuss why you're being dealt that way. And I promise you, it's not because of the color of your skin. Okay? It is not. All right? So the first thing I'm going to share is, what does black mean in law? Okay, what does it mean in law? So let me go ahead and share that with you. Okay. Let me share my screen real quick. Give me 1 second. And I put all the links in the chat for you guys, okay? So you have it. Now, a lot of you may not think this is significant because a lot of times, when people post videos and I make comments about being black, they always get into their emotions and talk about, oh, well, you think if you tell the police you're not black, or guess what? Would it make a difference? Guess what? It would make a difference. You feel me? Because you are registered as black in this corporation. So therefore, when they see you, remember, okay, whenever a police approach you, or even when you go to court, they assume that you are black unless you say otherwise. The assumption is that that you're black. That's just the bottom line, because you haven't made the distinction of you not being black. That's why, whether it's even if it's a speeding ticket, I don't care if it's a whatever, okay, I have to go to court for. I always make sure that my whether it's an affidavit or a notice, I always make sure it precedes me. Okay, what does that mean? It means that I have to make sure that the judge know, okay, or the prosecutor, whoever, they know that a man is coming before the court and not a black man or a black person. You feel me? That's the difference. So it is always assumed that you are a color and therefore you are being treated or you are being dealt with from the perspective in law, what's called the color of law. But first, we're going to look at what it means when you call yourself black in law. Okay? There is a term called servitude mortis. And as you could see, mortis deals with mortician. It deals with death, the dead, just like a mortgage. A mortgage is a dead pledge, right? So the legal meaning of servitude mortis, it means, and I put that in the description for you guys, okay? Civilly dead, okay? Dead in the view of the law, the condition of one who has lost his civil rights and capacities and is accounted dead in law. Now, see the irony in all this, right? You black people fought so hard during the civil rights, fighting for civil rights, right? You fought so hard and you thought you made some strides, but they took it away from you when they put James Brown on the stage to let you say that you're black and you're proud. Everything that you fought for, it was taken away. You don't realize the trickery. And when you make an attempt to teach people, they get emotional, they get defensive. Even people who think they know or they so-called woke, they still call themselves black. They still call people black. If I make a comment, oh, well, chief, oh, you know what I mean. No, I don't know what you mean. How would I know what you mean? If you're calling people black, I don't know what you mean. You're telling people that they're dead. Why don't we teach people and stop using the same dead word to identify them and not tell them what it means? Now, if you're going to teach on Facebook or on social media and you say so-called black and you explain why you are saying that, then that's fine. But stop calling people black. And when people make comments, you get into your feelings. You feel me? Because you are very detrimental to the freedom of the same set people that you're trying to free. You're keeping them enslaved, and nobody could talk to you because now you get into your feelings and you get into your egos, right? So, with that being said, that's what black literally translate to in law. Okay, Civiter matus, Civiliter matus, Mortuus. Definition and legal meaning. Okay, let's read that again. Civilly dead, dead in the view of the law, the condition of one who has lost his or her civil rights and capacities and is accounted dead in law. So, once again, you black people fought so hard within the civil rights movement, which wasn't about you in the first place, because guess what? The civil rights wasn't about you. Okay. The civil rights was always about um, the foreigners. It has always been about immigrants. But you got tricked to thinking that you are an immigrant in your own land. So therefore, you took up the cause of the civil rights. Because guess what? When these Caucasian people, these pale people, when they were fighting for the civil rights, it wasn't going anywhere until you picked it up. Okay. Once again, they got their rights off of your back. Okay. And when they got the rights, they tricked you right back into being dead in law by having you identify as a color, which is black. You see, again, tricknology. They are always playing on you, casting the spells with the words. All right. And you're so deep in your emotions, nobody can teach you anything. That's why I say, let the dead bury the dead. You feel me? Anytime people make posts on Facebook and I make a comment, why y'all get offended when people make comments? Then don't post anything. You feel me? And that's why I just delete them and I block them, because again, I got to stay away from people like that. You feel me? I got to stay away from people like that. So that's the first one I shared with you. Black translate to in law, okay? Servitude matus, civilly dead, dead in the view of the law, the condition of one who has lost his civil rights and capacities and is accounted dead in law. So once again, when you see the police shooting black people, violating their rights, it is not because of the color of your skin. It is because of your status. Okay, you are a minority, meaning that you are a minor. Okay, obviously we are the majority in number, colored people, but you accepted the term that was coined as minority, thinking it is in number when it actually isn't number. It is literally in a state of mind. So when they call you a minority, they're calling you a minor, a child, and you have accepted it, meaning that in law it's called acquiescence. So you have acquiesced, okay, to the condition of being a child, a minor. So therefore they could do what they want with you because you need a guardian. And the government, the police, that's your guardian. So don't get mad when you see the police doing. I don't take these things personal, because people perish for the lack of knowledge. And when you try to teach them, they want to make you their enemy. So I say, let the dead bury the dead. You feel me? That's just what it is. I'm not here for the likes. I'm not here for the love. I'm just here to drop the knowledge, and you do what you want with it. It's simple as that. Okay. So with that being said, we got Servitude matus. All right. Let us stop sharing. So the next one we're gonna go to now. So because you're civilly dead, you are being dealt with by what's called the color of law. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Black's Law Dictionary, which I put that link in the description for y'all, but I have to download. I downloaded the PDF, so let me go ahead and get that real quick. Black's Law Dictionary. Okay, the color of law. All right, we're gonna look at that, what it means. All right, let the screen populate real quick. So I'm giving you this information so you can start teaching your children. All right, because it's sad that children have parents such as yourself, okay, that who refuse to make the change, while your children are the ones that's hurting from your ignorance. Okay, so here we go. This thing is taking a little time to populate. Hold on for a second. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. I'm not sure if you guys could see the screen, but if you could see the screen that I'm sharing, it's supposed to say color of law. Let me know if you could see that, please. Anybody help me out here because I don't know if you're seeing it. Can anybody help me out here, please? I don't know if it's the phone. I don't know if there's probably a delay or something. I don't know. Whew. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me stop sharing that. Let me see something. We have okay. All right. So I don't know if you guys are seeing that, but I'm gonna try to share it again. All right. Let me see if I can share it again. Boom. All right. Share. Let me see if that comes up. But if it's not coming up, I'm just gonna read it. All right. I'm just gonna read it. It's okay. I'm gonna read it. All right. This is from the Black's Law Dictionary. Color of law: the appearance or semblance without the substance of legal right. Now, let's contrast that to what it means, what black actually means in law. It means that you are civilly dead. So now, look at color of law: the appearance or semblance without the substance of legal right. So, therefore, they are using a certain type of law, okay, to deal with dead people. You see, that's what I want y'all to get, man, because you are not living men and women. You are dead in law. So they cannot use the law to deal with you. They have to use the semblance of, the appearance of. It's not the same. Okay. If I say, well, hey, you know what? This looked like a carrot cake. It is not a carrot cake. Okay. If I say, well, this resembles something, it is not the same thing. So it's the same thing with the color of law, is the appearance or semblance with that, with what? Without the substance of legal right. So therefore, black people have no lawful rights. They only have certain privileges that's always taken away. Why? Because they are being governed by the color of law, the appearance or the semblance without the substance of a legal right. Okay, State versus Brechler, 185, Wisconsin 559, 202 NW 144 148. Okay, look up that court case for yourself. So remember, the Supreme Court law is the law of the land, right? Including treaties, right? That is the law of the land. So if the law of the land is saying that when you call yourself black, it means that you are dead in law, and the only way for us to deal with this dead people is to deal with the law that deals with the corpse. Then why y'all getting mad when the police do what they do? Because all the police do is they enforce policies. That's where the word police came from. Okay, it came from the word policy. So therefore, they are here to promote policy and not to protect and serve you. Because why? You are dead. So, okay, they are promoting and they're standing and pushing what's called the statutes and codes, okay, which doesn't apply to us, by the way, meaning that it doesn't apply to a man or a woman, a living man or a woman. It applies to them to keep them in check, but they flipped it on you and made it apply to you because you are dead in law, okay? And anybody else who doesn't understand what all this means, okay? So I hope all this makes sense. Now let me go to the next. Well, Rain, okay, Chief Giussani said it's okay. I read it out because for some reason it's not showing. So I apologize about that. Sometimes I'm not gonna blame it on anybody. I don't know why it's not showing. Okay, now what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna show um rain falling sounds. I'm gonna show your comment, and we're gonna talk about your comment here real quick because I love the fact that this is interactive, right? So with that being said, what did I do? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on for a second. Here we go. So let me read your comment. Rain Falling Sound said, we are not all the same. I can't stand when they say blacks are all the same, we have to learn how to unite and still recognize we're not all the same. Well, on the contrary, rain falling sounds, that's not true. All black people are the same. I am not like them because I'm not black. You see the difference? So when you hear people talk with the police, oh, y'all always think all black people are the same. In the mind of the police, he's saying, yes, dummy, you're all the same because you're dead in law, because you call yourself black. You see what I'm saying? I am not the same with black people because I'm not black. You see what I'm saying? I'm not dead in law. I have rights. I know my rights. You feel me? But black people don't have rights because, again, servitude matus. They are dead. So therefore, you have to deal with the dead according to the dead. Just like when they have court, right? If you're going before the court and you go as a dead man, they're going to put you with the rest of the dead people. You see what I'm saying? But when you come in as a man or a woman, they have to clear the court. You feel me? Before you get in or after. So they have to clear the court, either be so you could get in after everybody else or before everybody else. I know this for a fact. Why? Because I've experienced it on many, many occasions. You feel me? So once again, you have to know. You have to know what it is. You have to know what it is. If you don't know, you perish for the lack of knowledge. Hosea 4:6, and you perish because of your ignorance. So once again, rain, falling sounds. Yes, all black people are the same. If you're black, no disrespect, you are the same. Okay? If you call yourself black, if you identify as black, because why? You're all the same in the eyes of the Lord. You are dead. You see what I'm saying? Why Boyce Watkins ain't teaching y'all that? Why ain't Roland Martin teaching y'all that? They wouldn't teach you that. Why? Because being black is one of the biggest forms of capital for the United States. You see what I'm saying? So you have no idea what's going on. You feel me? So it is what it is, right? So let us go to so we looked at the color of law. We're also gonna dive a little deeper into color of law as well. Okay, and I put all those things in the description for y'all, just so y'all know. Okay. All right, so let's go here. Black is not just a color. You see, there you go. When you defend that, it shows your ignorance. Black is not just a color. In law, that's not what it means. I'm talking about law. You feel me? Get out of your feelings, and we're talking about law. Within law, black means you're dead. It's not a color. You feel what I'm saying? And scientifically, black is not a color either. Black is an essence that absorbs all visible light on the light spectrum, and white reflects it. You see what I'm saying? So scientifically, black is not even a color, period. You did. But within law, as an identity, it means that you were dead. It is really that simple. That's why you have to be governed by the color of law. Now, you do what you want. You could be black as much as you want. Let the police gun you down, choke you. Let them do what they got to do. Because, again, you are a stiff-necked people. You feel me? You are a stiff-necked people. Now, don't tell me just chill, man. I'm teaching, and it's aggravating when people come with just black is just a color. Don't tell me chill. It's hot. I'm good. I want to stay hot. All right? So let's go to the next one. That's why, again, when people getting choked by the police, y'all wonder why. Oh, well, black is just a color. No, it's not just a color. You're a dead man walking. That's what it means. All right, let's go to the next one. I am not black. Black, they're not my people. Okay? Period. Let me go ahead and share this now. Now, so we're going to go again further down into the color of law. Color of law. Okay? Here we are. All right, color of law. Color. The appearance or semblance of a thing as distinguished from the thing itself. You see what I'm saying? A thing to which the term color is applied does not necessarily have to possess the character imputed to it. A person who holds land under color of title does not actually have the title to the land. I'm going to repeat that again. Okay, so if you just think black is just a color, then it shows how ignorant people can be. And everybody's ignorant to something. All ignorant means is lack of knowledge. That's all it means. Okay, even me myself, I'm ignorant to a whole lot of things. But what differentiates me from a lot of people is whatever I'm ignorant about, I make an attempt to learn, because dwelling in ignorance becomes stupidity. You see what I'm saying? So, with that being said, even pertaining to land, if you hold your land under the color of law, then guess what? You don't actually have the land, because, again, it is not real. It is an semblance, it's an appearance of you having a title, which is a false title. Okay? It is not a title in fact. Okay? That's the difference. So, that's color of law. All right? Just so y'all know. All right? Let's go to the next one. The next one, we are going to go, all right, we're going to look at the definition of, again, color, definition, and meaning. I'm going to give you guys so many different references, okay, and different court cases that they're saying the same thing, all right? Like I said, man, for those who don't want to get it, that's on them. If you want to be black, y'all could live together black, then be black. That's fine. But y'all going to learn the hard way, though. I promise you that. That's the problem. Let me see where we at with that. I think is this one here. All right. So here we go. Okay. We're looking at, again, definition of color definition, right? Here we go. Black's Law Dictionary. Here we are, right? An appearance, same thing, a semblance or simulacrum as distinguished from that which is real. So once again, anytime you're dealing under the color of law, it's an semblance, it's not real. Okay, it's not real. So therefore, you are not a real individual. I don't know how hard that is to get. Why would you want to be defending being black? Why would you want to even be, why would you even want to be black when black makes you dead in the law? You see what I'm saying? Now, if we were in control, then you could call yourself anything. Call yourself a mule, call yourself a pigeon, call yourself a rabbit. I don't care. But while you are under this system, and this system is controlling you because you are what? You are their property. You are their subject. Okay, guess what? They are telling you, if you are labeled as being black, this is what it means. And because you are dead, we have to deal with you as a dead person. That's all I'm just saying. So why would you want to defend even being black when it's easy to just accept the knowledge or do the research yourself and see what I'm talking about? Now, let's read a little further, because reading is fun for the mental. A prima facie or apparent right. It's a prima facie, okay? An apparent right. Hence, a deceptive appearance, a plausible assumed exterior concealing a lack of what? Reality. Black people are not real. A disguise or what? A pretext. And that is a Supreme Court case. Railroad Company versus Alfrey, 68 Iowa 500 dot dot dot. Another court case, Berks County versus Railroad. Okay, another one, Brotown versus Haywood. Okay, I'm going to read this again. An appearance, semblance of simulacrum as distinguished from which is real. A prima facie or apparent right. Okay, it is not a real right. Hence, keyword, hence, a deceptive appearance, okay, a plausible assumed exterior. So it's assumed that you have a right, but it's being concealed, a lack of reality. In other words, it is not real, prima facie, okay? It's an illusion, a disguise or pretext. That's what it means when you call yourself black in the United States. So if you want to continue to be black and defend black men, listen, do you, okay? Do you. I'm just letting you know what it means and the damage that you're doing to yourself and your children. You feel me? Okay? Now, Because again, once again, you are three-fifths of a human, okay, within the laws, the statutes of the United States when you call yourself black. Okay? Let us go to the US Constitution, which is we're gonna look at let me see where we are. The 13th Amendment. And this is the reason why, regardless of the 14th Amendment, where they say that, it abolished slavery and, there cannot be no legal slavery in the United States. Well, guess what? Whether legal or unlawful slavery in the United States, that's not true. Because the 13th Amendment states, Section 1, neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, okay, that's true. The 13th Amendment made a path, so to speak, for the 14th Amendment. But there is a provision. The provision is that word which says except. You see, people, again, they don't read with understanding. Okay, let us read this again. The 13th Amendment, Section 1. Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, okay, except as a punishment for a crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist within the United States or any place subject to their jurisdiction. What is this saying in layman terms? It is saying that, yes, we cannot enslave you, all right, whether it's voluntary or involuntary. Okay, we cannot enslave you. However, we are making a provision. We could enslave you as a punishment for a crime. Now, what a lot of people don't realize is a crime is only committed when there is an injured party. A crime is only committed when there is an injured party. Selling weed is not a crime. It was never a crime, even before they made it legal. But once again, my people perish for the lack of knowledge because there was no injured party. You feel me? Okay? When there is no injured party, there is not a crime. But however, they made millions of our people go to jail because of a roach. And now, because of your punishment, they could enslave you in jail. You see how they put you right back into slavery just by that little word, except, in the Constitution. You feel me? Just by that one little word. You see how powerful words are? In the beginning was the word, and the word became what they say God, and the word became flesh, right? If you don't get the word, I promise you, the word is going to take you down. It's going to enslave you. If you don't get the word is going to enslave you, and that's just facts. Okay? That is just facts. Facts over feelings. You feel me? So once again, just to recap, we went over what black means in law. Now, once again, if y'all want to continue being black, go ahead and be black. You may say, oh, well, Chief, well, you know what? The police don't know, we all look alike. They think, yes, because you call yourself black. Okay? You call yourself black. Well, how do you change that? You go to your council meetings. Okay, the people that represent you, yes, they represent you. They represent you because you cannot stand on your own. You don't have your own government. In other words, you do not control your own mind, which is governmental, right? Government, control your mind, governmental agencies. So therefore, because you are a minorities, you are a child, you have to get somebody to go represent you. You need an adult, okay? You need what you call, you see what I'm saying? You are not an adult. So what you have to do now is go to your local council meetings and start letting them know, hey, why are you calling us black? Obviously, I'm not black. You got to change that. That's how you start making the changes. You see what I'm saying? That's how you start making those changes. Because doing it individually, they're going to make you a target. I've experienced it. You see what I'm saying? So Chris asked, let me highlight Chris's question. So when you call yourself black, you acquiesce to it, even if you are reluctant. Yes, it doesn't matter, right? A contract could be written, it could be verbal. You see what I'm saying? So the point is, anytime you don't deny the contract or you refuse the contract, then that means you acquiesce. You agree to it. You see what I'm saying? You agree to it. So for me, I always like to make that correction. Hey, officer, just so you know, I'm not black. I'm actually indigenous. You don't have to you don't have to get technical. You see what I'm saying? Indigenous is enough. Or American Indian, because we were the first people that were called American Indians. You see what I'm saying? And make sure it's on the record. I like to ask officer, is this on record? And I ask 3 times to confirm. And then I say on the record, I am not black. I'm not African American. I am indigenous. I'm an American Indian. And I put that on the record. So regardless of what happens, I already know that's on record. You feel me? And if I want proof of that, I will do what's called a Freedom of Information Act. Okay, a FOIA, all right? And I would get that to, all you have to do is go to the precinct, make sure you get the police, his badge number, his name, and you go to the precinct and you request a FOIA, a Freedom of Information form, and you say, hey, listen, on such and such a date, that was recorded. I would like a copy of that. And also, it would behoove you if you record yourself, because sometimes they like to redact they like to redact some of the information. All right. So you want to make sure that you have a copy yourself. So now there are 2 copies, his copy and your copy, just in case they try to take certain things out. You feel me? So don't allow, once again, your emotions or ignorance, okay, to make you a slave or a victim by the system because you want to be emotional. You see what I'm saying? I'm here to help you. I'm here to give you the information. Don't make me the enemy when I'm the one that's coming here to give you the facts. I'm giving you the truth. You feel me? And I'm not making it up. I already proved to you that the United States is a corporation. I already proved to you what a citizen is. A citizen is a business. I showed you the statute. I showed you the code in my last video. So I'm not making this up. This is not just Chief Kalanago talking. No, I'm giving it to you straight from the horse's mouth. That's coming from the United States. Now, if they're telling you what it is, then why are you mad at me? You feel me? All right. Fred asks, hey, love your content and you have a wealth of knowledge. Why don't you reach out and collaborate with the other real content creators? Well, guess what? That's a great question, Fred, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you what it is, right? I've made many attempts to link with people, but too many people are egotistical. Everybody want to be a chief. Nobody want to be an Indian. Everybody want to know more than everybody else. You see what I'm saying? And I've experienced that. They know where I'm at. They could reach out to me. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I just teach on my platform, and whoever the message is for, they will get it. Because always remember this. That's one thing I know. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. You see what I'm saying? So I don't stress nobody. I don't run nobody down. I've reached out to a lot of people, but once again, they think that if I come on their platform, they will give me more subscribers. I don't care about this. I don't even monetize my videos because I really don't care about this. This is just a platform for me to teach y'all. That's all it is. That's why, like I said, I'm writing my book and I'm putting so much information in there that when you are done reading that book, I'm telling you, I will prove to you, like I said, I will show you from the beginning what God is, who God is, why was the woman taken out of the equation? You know what I'm saying? I will show you what was the first continent that showed her face. I will show you why the original Americans, why we are going through what we are going through. There's a reason for that. I'm gonna break all that stuff down for you. I'm gonna break down mankind and human and man and all that stuff. I'm gonna break down to you, the difference between man and woman. I'm gonna break all that down. You see what I'm saying? So the book is gonna be powerful. Right now I actually just ordered some more books because what it is, I went to the Library of Congress and I'm getting a lot of information, a lot of books, but a lot of the books, even when I get it from their archives, they have certain pages that you just cannot get. So even I just had to order some books. Some of them came. I read a book with I think 500 and something pages in 2 days because I could read and retain information like that. I just ordered another one with about 600 and something pages that's coming soon. So I'm going to show you and prove to you once again that the people who came here, they did not come from Africa. I'm going to prove to you and show you the people who fought in the American Revolutionary War. It wasn't black slaves or even Caucasians. I'm going to prove to you and show you that over, it was only about 14% or 16% of the people who fought in the American Revolutionary War were pale people. Okay. Everybody else was colored. All right. And they did not come from Africa. They were not slaves. They have their complexion. They have their names. They have where they were from. I'm talking about Irish. I'm talking about Britain. I'm talking about Scotland. Everything I've been telling you, I got the proof and documents to show it. I'm going to show all that. You see what I'm saying? So when you're done reading that book, you'll have so much information. You could walk with that actually as your Bible. And when you're done with that, then we got to take it to the next step, because now you got the knowledge. I'm even going to break down certain laws in there. All right. I'm going to break down certain laws in there. All right. I'm going to break down certain laws in there that you should know. I'm going to put all that stuff in the book. You dig? So when I'm done with the book and you read it, then the next step now, it is going to be for us to organize. It ain't got to take a whole lot of us. But now that you have that weapon in your hand, that book, okay, then it's time to organize, because one of the detriments of organizing is when everybody don't have the knowledge, or at least could hold their own. You see what I'm saying? And that was one of the downfalls of Martin Luther King and of the likes, and Malcolm X of the likes, because it was just one man. You see what I'm saying? So the days for that one man savior is over. So my goal is to make sure to give everybody, okay, that information. Okay. Now, so that's my answer to your question, Fred. I hope that makes sense. All right. So we have all right, for those of you who don't know, Chief Kalanago had been teaching a very long time before a lot of these people online. Yeah, that's facts. And I appreciate you, Lineage. I appreciate you for acknowledging that. All right. Like I said, when I was doing this, a lot of these people that have all these millions of views and thousands, they were nowhere around. Okay, nowhere around. Period. They didn't even have YouTube accounts when I started doing that. So I'm literally one of the pioneers. Even before the Signators and all that, I've been doing this. Just so y'all know. Okay. So I appreciate that, Stephen. Thank you. All right. So like I said, I'm going to show all you guys what was going on in Europe around the same time, supposedly what was going on in the Americas. Okay. Proving to you that the kings and queens of Europe were all so-called black. I'm saying so-called black. Okay. Up until the late 1800s. I'm going to prove that to you. That's why I tell y'all be giving the pale man too much credit. The pale man didn't bring no slaves here, man. Okay, y'all don't get the pale man took this over when everything was already won. Okay, everything was already fought. That's what y'all don't realize. Okay, and he didn't do it without the help of people who look just like us. So y'all have to realize what's going on. You feel me? And that's why it's almost impossible for black people to not, so that they won't be able to get reparations. And I broke that down in a video before. For one, black is not a nationality. Black is not a race. That's number one. Number two, right? Number three, you did not come here on ships from Africa. So that's number three. Number four, it wasn't the pale man who enslaved you. So how are you going to get reparations from the pale man? You feel me? It was the people who look just like you. You did. So I'm going to break all that down and give you the proof of that. I'm going to show y'all that with facts. Okay? Undeniable facts. I'm going to give y'all that information. You feel me? So all that stuff is going to be in the book. All right? Proof to you that Queen Elizabeth, one, she was a sister. All right? Just so y'all know. You feel me? Charlotte was a sister. All right? Queen Victoria was a sister. All right? King James was a brother. And King James was bisexual. Okay? So I'm just letting y'all know, it's a lot of information. Okay? And even in his own book, naming the lovers and everything. You did? King Charles. Okay? The Stuarts, the Huguenots, which was the French. Okay? They were people who look just like us. You feel me? So when history is his story that was literally flipped to give you a narrative of what history is. Why do you think there's no such thing as white history? Because you don't have to dig too far to uncover all the lies and the illusions that were given. Okay. Now, let me just give y'all a little gem real quick, which is also gonna be in the book. All right. Because once again, if you don't get the word, if you don't get the word will enslave you. That's what y'all have to realize. Let me go to an etymology real quick before I conclude this video. Like I said, I don't do this for likes. I do this for the love of the because I love y'all. That's why I do this. All right, not for likes. It doesn't matter to me. Okay, I'm giving that information for those that are actually ready. All right, now etymology of that's why I say they trick people, man. They trick people with these words. And once again, when I say they, okay, those are code words, but the pale man used it to his advantage because it wasn't the pale man. People talk, oh well, the pale man created the etymology dictionary. No, he didn't. He didn't create the words. He was because he was taught that. They taught him the words. Now let us look at another etymology. Like I said, I don't want to blow your mind, but I want to expand your mind. And I'm going to show you another word because I already showed you brunette. Brunette doesn't mean every time they talk about brunette, y'all think it's the first thing that go to y'all mind is Caucasian women or pale people. And I proved to y'all that what brunette actually meant. Brunette is a brown skinned woman. You see what I'm saying? A copper woman. Brunette is an olive woman. When you hear about olive, okay, it's just so many words because why? Those were code words that were used in those books so that the people would identify who they are. You feel me? And all that stuff had to be revealed so we know. And that's why I'm breaking all that down. Let me go look at another word for y'all. All right. I mean, to address, that concern, Fred, I get that, right? I get what you're saying. So yes, all that stuff we have to get redressed for. All of that. All right. But you will not get it as a black man or a black woman. All right. All right. So let us go to another etymology, right? Hey, brother Crick, what it is, what it is, what it is. All right. Let me go to etymology. Now, I'm gonna give y'all another jewel that's gonna be in the book. Check this out, right? A lot of times when people hear blonde, they think of a Caucasian woman, blonde hair. Well, my brothers and sisters, once again, that's the English language that was meant to confuse you, to confound you. Okay. The etymology of the word blonde is of hair of what? A golden or a light golden brown color. Okay. Blonde is not pale. You see what I'm saying? It says blunt, fair, and blonde. So in the 12th century, all the books that you're reading, you may see that King James may say at some point they may say well his complexion was blonde. At some point they'll say that his complexion was swarthy or brown, is because those words are interchangeable. So that's why I say I got to teach y'all the words so that you will not think when you hear blonde, okay, used in the 12th century, it meant a pale person. No, it didn't. It meant golden brown, okay, copper colored, okay, just so y'all know. So that's another jewel I'm going to be dropping in the book, breaking down certain words so you will know when you read certain historic books and you see certain words, you'll know exactly what it means within that time period, within that era. Okay. It wasn't okay, until I would say the 17th century, all right, they changed the word to what you know as or I mean 1879. It wasn't until 1879, they changed the word to what you think is blonde right now. But in the 12th century, the 13th century, the 1400s, the 1500s, when you hear that word blonde, it was referring to what? A brown or golden individual, whether it's the hair or the skin. Okay? Just want y'all to know that. All right? Stop sharing that. So once again, the words, man, the words, the words, the words, the words. All right. Yes, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, they were all copper toned individuals. They were all swarthy. Okay. They were all tawny. All right. They were not the pale people that you are being taught they were or they are. And I'm gonna give you the facts. Okay, I'm gonna give you the facts, well-documented facts from eyewitnesses to prove that. So, like I said, when I'm done with the book and we have that information, wherever we go, we have that to stand on. You feel me? We could just go to any page and point out, boom, blah, that's your lie right there. Okay, let's go to that page. You're lying. Let me prove it to you. Let's go to that page. Okay. I'm also going to give so many different references to show and prove, once again, not just from Columbus, but from Arizona, from all these different people to show and prove that the people that they found in the Americas, they were not pale people. Okay. And I'm going to prove to you again, like I've done before, that Pocahontas, with an eyewitness, okay, who said that the father, Pocahontas' father, was black as the devil. Okay, so I'm showing y'all that the people that were here, us, we are the original people. I'm going to break all that down as well. You feel me? So I'm going to give it to you from so many different perspectives. I'm also going to give you information that you could stand on certain codes and laws. We're also going to go over in the book, House Resolution 331. I'm going to put that in there. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a lot of information that when you're done with that, man, no matter what anybody tell you, you could go in that book and pull something to refute and debunk any of the foolishness. You feel me? Period. So when you hear this pale women, oh, well, the blonde and this and that, let me tell y'all something, man. Don't get it twisted. That's a new definition of blonde. Okay, blonde means golden brown. All right, that's what it means. You did. It is not that pale stuff y'all see going around. All right. And there are just so many other descriptions that you will not know what it means. All right. In terms of describing, because why? I'll tell you why. The nobles of Europe, okay, the kings, the queens, all right, the dukes, the chancellors, the House of Commons, all those people of nobility, they did not like calling themselves black. So they used so many descriptive words to describe their complexions because they just didn't like being called black. You feel me? Period. They detested it. Even our ancestors detested that in the early 1950s, early 1960s. It wasn't until James Brown came with that I'm proud and I'm black. People got this attachment to being black, and they want to kill you to be black, not realizing they're already dead. So once again, when you go to court or you deal with the police, you are a dead man or a dead woman walking. So why are you mad? They're not doing what they're doing to you because of the color of your skin. No, they're doing it because of the state of your mind. It's the color of your mind, not the color of your skin. That's why they have to treat you and deal with you from the color of law perspective. You feel me? Prima facie law. And it's facts over feelings. Regardless of how you feel about the information, I would like anybody on here to refute it, debunk what I'm saying to be false. Dead man walking, dead woman walking. And you think you're doing yourself a justice to be proud, putting your fist up. Oh, well, Black lives matter. Black lives don't matter because black is not a life. And that's facts. All right. So I want to thank y'all for being on here. It's about to be an hour. I'm about to shut this down. Just wanted to come on here and share this information with y'all. Hey, brothers and sisters, this may not be for everybody. I get it. Okay. It may not be for everybody. Not everybody's ready for this. Not everybody is ready to let go of being dead. Not everybody. I get it. Okay. But for those of you who are ready, don't take my word for for anything, right? Go ahead and do your own research. That's all I'm just saying. Look it up yourself. All right. And like I said, I've shown y'all on different occasions what the United States mean and what the United States business means. It means a citizen. I showed it to you in their code. Okay. So study to show thyself improve. All right. Is the only way you're going to free yourself is if you free your mind. You feel me? And I promise you, it is not just a lawful thing within the semblance of what they call a legal realm, but it's also a spiritual realm. Our ancestors did not call themselves black. So don't think that, being black is something that they're looking forward to. No, they detest that because they know what it is. You feel me? They know what it is. So it's also a spiritual thing. So calling yourself black, it also means that you're spiritually dead. Because why? Everything in law starts from a hierarchy, right? You have the law of the air, you have the law of the land, and you have the law of the sea, right? So therefore, it is literally a hierarchy, right? So it starts from the laws of the air, of that spiritual realm, so to speak, right? Which became flesh, all right? So if dead means, if black means you're dead in law in on this realm, then obviously in the higher realms, it is the same thing. It's the same thing. You feel me? So I'm saying all that to say is the more you start releasing of that curse, because being black is a curse, the more you start releasing yourself of that curse, the faster the system will fall. You see that y'all don't realize that. You feel me? Y'all don't realize that. It's not, you don't need guns. You don't need knives. All you need is your mind. Your mind and your words. You could change everything around you, because everything around you, you're able to manipulate. Why do you think it's called manipulate? Manipulate. Because the man is in charge. And when I speak of man, I'm talking about both the masculine and the feminine, because I have to break that down as well. You feel me? I have to break that down as well. Because when people hear man, oh, well, what happened to the woman? Well, once again, when Chief Kalanago say man, okay, I'm speaking of the masculine and the feminine man, because it was just man. Woman is a physical manifestation. And I'm going to break all that down in my book to show you that man did not come from the woman. Man came through. You see what I'm saying? It was woman only existed in a physical realm, coming from the womb man. All right. So I'm going to break all that down. You feel me? So I'm saying all that to say is we don't need knives and guns. Okay. Because guess what? In the beginning was the word, and the word was with God, and the word became God, meaning that the word became flesh. So therefore it means that all God had to say, and again, I'm using that word God very lightly. Okay. So just so you know, we are the gods, right? So with that being said, all we said was, let there be, and there was. You feel me? Let there be, and there was. So it shows you that how powerful your words are. You dig? So you have to be mindful of the words that you speak, because the power of life and death is in the tongue. So your words could either give life or your words could give death. That's why I'm very particular by the words that I use, because I always want to give life. So literally, you are the one manifesting your reality by first your thought, and then by your spoken thought, which is your words, and then it becomes flesh. So I'm saying all that to say is when you let go of the concept of being dead in law, you start releasing that curse of being black, then guess what? The ancestors, the higher realms will start working for you and with you. But the more you use it, the more they work against you. It is really that simple. And y'all are not getting that, because it's all vibrations. You feel me? It's all vibrations. That's all it is vibrations and frequencies. Okay? All right, no problem. I'm Brother Fred. All right, so like I said, man, it's about an hour. So I appreciate y'all, Zazie, and the rest of the lineage on here. Hey, my brother, Brother Creek, I just actually thought about you, man, like about last week, bro. But hope all is well. I'm still making some moves. When I'm getting ready to take that, that trip to the islands, bro. I'm gonna hit you up. You already know. You feel me? So just to let you know, man, you guys are always in my thoughts. All right. So if that being said, Lineage, you guys have a great continuation, and thank you for tuning in. Share the information, spread the love, give people the knowledge, man. Teach them. You feel me? Teach them. Some of them will get it, some of them won't get it. It's fine. We cannot save everybody, even if that's what we want to do. Sometimes we can't even save the people in our own family, right? It just is what it is, because a lot of people are brainwashed, you know what I mean? And they look at you like you're the crazy one. And it's okay. And that's fine. You feel me? So even the allegorical Jesus had to walk away from his family and go to Egypt at the age of 12. He had to leave his family and come back and teach strangers and not his own people. You feel me? So you have to understand that a lot of times you cannot save the people around you. You got to just let them be. All right. Just love them for who they are. It's really that simple. All right. So we'll talk soon, and you guys enjoy the rest of your continuation, and we will talk soon. All right. One love. All right, Zazie. Bliss.